thought I'd just do a little follow-up from the other video I did. It's gone mental. It's all over Twitter, hundreds of thousands of views. Some other big YouTuber with 600 odd thousand followers put it on there. Yeah. Oh yes, the police, there's been bobbies around village virtually all day yesterday, right up till late last night, the night before, patrolling, so thank you. Genuinely thank you. Police force. I know it's not the fault of the average cop. Of course it's not. But when I say I hate the police, the two women that come to my house, I don't hate them. I mean, when I told them to, the last part, I said, fuck off and shut window. I want to apologise for my swearing, that's one of the main things. I'm not a big swearer, but I didn't know what else to do. But use my voice. We've done the voting, haven't we? We did that. We've met our end of the social contract. They haven't, so we're entitled to be seething with rage. We're entitled to do that. They can't control your emotions. Just don't act on them. Don't go throwing bricks and stuff. And I mean, my ideal situation would be just bring the city to a grinding halt. Repeatedly. Try that. Where was I? The police, it's one of them things, isn't it? Yeah. When the police came to my house, this was the day before the reports started coming in of these, and I will call them foreigners, we'll say they're brown. And when somebody pointed out that every time I said the word foreigner, I got mad. And it's not at the individual people, okay? I love humanity. Human beings are amazing. But some are better than others. And it don't matter what your skin colour is, mate. No, the reason I get mad is because I voted. And look at my videos from 2007, 2008. I predicted all of this. There's a video where I'm stood outside BBC with my megaphone. And obviously I'd been watching Alex Jones documentaries and getting into conspiracies, my bookshelf, mental. And I said, the entire system that's been created to monitor terrorists, what do I say? I can't remember now exactly. The entire system that's been created, you know, the Anti-Terrorism Act and all this, it's always about mass suppression of the general public. It's about mass roundups, mass arrests, locking society down, things like this. Hitler created, was it Homeland Security? It's a long time since I read up on all this, but in almost every country that sets up this anti-terrorism brigade, it's always used against the general public at some point. Always. And I was saying this back then. But I'm losing my train of thought. Completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, I've been worried about mass migration for a very long time because I was interested in other countries, in history and cultures and values and hello. And when I say it's a conspiracy, of course it is. Nobody in their right mind would do this. I heard somebody say the other day, Ann Coulter, she said, the refugees policy, our asylum policy is basically saying, oh, you've messed up your country, why don't you come to ours? To mess up ours, basically. But see, this very anti-immigrant people call this. I'm just anti-immigration. Of course, there's a beautiful people, but there's a lot of people who aren't beautiful. A lot of people are a bunch of swear words, this, that, and other. And I don't want them here. I don't want them here. I want them to go back. Okay, and I'm going to say that. And if that gets me put in prison, it's sad, right? Everyone says, but I got your kids. What about your kids? I'm thinking of my kids. Why else would I do this if I've got no investment in the future? I'm 45. I could ride out this tyranny, going metal detecting, looking after my garden, my broccolis. I love that, making me bloody models and making a DeLorean at the minute. Scale model DeLorean, it's a Back to the Future 2. Yeah, it's stupid, but it's what I like doing, mate. But it was, the swearing on that other video. I swear sometimes. I don't like swearing, but you know, when I'm that mad, I struggle to express myself. My mind's ticking over to 10 to a dozen, all these bits of information all coming together. It's like, But, and that anger comes from a place of love, you see. Love and protection. That's where that comes from. It doesn't come from a place of hatred. I know I hate. I say I hate this, that, and other, I'll tell you. From when I first became a conspiracy nutcase in 2005, it was June. I remember the day that it hit me. When you're like, fuck, wow. You have these moments where it's like, wow, that's interesting, that's interesting, that's interesting. Then bam, everything's a lie. You get a psychosis going on where you don't believe anything anymore and you believe everything else. So, and then as the years go on, it sort of all mingles around. You get rid of the crap that don't make sense and keep other bits. But over time, you build up a rock, don't you? A solid grounding of like, this is right, this is right. These are values and principles we have to stick to, and none of us are perfect. But it's a journey. And I don't really know where I'm going with this. It's just that somebody pulled me up today. I don't know if you remember Gerard Batten, who was leader of UKIP. And back in the day when I remember a UKIP, we'd become quite pally, and he'd just ring me up randomly while they were doing shopping and stuff, and I loved it. It was great. But he pulled me up, he says, Dan, you can't be speaking like that. That's not you. That's not right. Drive this energy into making the songs that you used to make, that used to go viral. That's what people paid attention to more than anything on my channel, the music. And he's right. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm a bit tired. I've not been sleeping well, and I've been at work last 3 days on like 2-3 hours sleep. And it's not because of all this that's going off. I'm not sleeping well because kids are off school. They've got no reason to go to bed. All right, metal detecting with my mate other night. For weeks, my sleep pattern's been way off. I've got nothing else to say. I know I have got other stuff to say, but I'll upload this and then I'll remember again. Oh, yeah. The thing that keeps repeating over in my mind is when I looked in that female police officer's eyes. She was pretty as well, pretty blonde hair. There were 2 of them that I told to fuck off, but you remember the one that you were looking in her eyes? I just didn't like it. I don't like. I think last woman I told to F off was my mum when I was a teenager. Or kid's mum when we were having an argument about vaccines. And there was no getting through to her. I mean, I didn't end. I proved. Forget that. It just doesn't feel right, does it? So yeah, if that lady who came to the house, even though I didn't want you there, I haven't every right to be so mad. You know, just the context of agents of the state in black uniforms coming to your house to question you on what you've been posting. Have I committed a crime? No. But wow. Wow. I mean, the magnitude of that. The magnitude of that. I mean, when has that ever been good in history? Where has that always led to? Having that sort of stuff going on. I thought we were better than that. We got past all that. England, America, Europe. What's happened? Not so much Europe. Academics, mate. We got so rich after the Enlightenment, after the Renaissance, the Enlightenment. Some people got so rich it created this like academic class where they could sit around learning all day and philosophising and doing great art and stuff. And then they come up with all these different political, ideological, claptrap, comic gobbledygook stuff. That's what happened. That's basically what happened. They had too much time on their hands. They want everybody to work hard, hammer and sickle, because they don't know what it's like to work hard. Not all of them. And maybe that's just a load of crap I've just made up, but that's the sense I get. They need us more than we need them. I think that's why the working class have always been like this huge disappointment to Marxist, revolutionary, socialist, left-wing thinking people who... I'm not a Marxist, they say, but they probably don't even know what they are. Jesse Lee Peterson says that it's men carrying their mother's energy because they had no strong male role model in their life. They take on their mother's energy. Mothers are very caring. It is. I think Carl Jung talked about it within the collective unconscious of humanity. There is this devouring maternal energy. Like you can be overly compassionate. You can be so compassionate that people who don't deserve compassion start getting it. Paedophiles are like minor attracted people now, and it's like, why? This is why you need right-wing, conservative type people to say, stop it, mate. Who said that other night? I watched a video other night, and he said that. You need conservatives to tell the socialists to stop it. You. I'm just rambling now, aren't I? I've had a text. I've got to go and pick kids up. I've apologised for swearing. I've thanked the police for sending the bobbies. The rage was justified, but I don't like the swearing. It does make me shriek. Now I'm in a totally different mindset, a bit more chilled out. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, go and watch my parody songs. You'll love some of them. Right, bye. Thanks for watching. I'm not into violence, but if it's against that like button, I'm all for violence. I'm all for violence against that like button. You give that like button some fist. I'll see you in a bit.